Hey Emma, I heard from my brother that your new house is finally finished. Congratulations! Thanks, Sarah. We're actually moving in this weekend. I'm so excited that I've already started packing. Wow, you're on top of things. I've always dreamed of building my own house. Ever since I was a kid, I'm over the moon. It's been a long journey, but it's finally happening. I bet. I heard that you've put a lot of thought into it because you've always wanted your own dream house. How long did the whole process take? From planning to completion? It took about 18 months from start to finish. There were some delays due to material shortage, but we got there in the end. That's quite a while, but I guess good things come to those who wait, right? I heard it's quite a custom-built home. You designed almost everything yourself, didn't you? That's right. I'm partially proud of the kitchen and pantry, and I've always dreamed of having a living room with a vaulted ceiling. Ooh, valued ceilings. That sounds amazing, but it must have costed like a fortune. What other custom features did you include? Well, we also have a home office with built-in bookshelves, a cozy reading nook in the master bedroom, and a spacious mudroom for when the kids come in from playing outside. That all sounds incredible. Aw, I'm so envious of you, Emma. As a stay-at-home mom, you don't have to worry about mortgage payments or anything. Being a stay-at-home mom must be nice, relying on your husband's income, getting a lovely house built for you, and spending your days leisurely in a custom-designed home. You don't have to work hard in a big corporation like my brother and I do. I'm really jealous of you, Emma. Hold on, I'm not just lounging around all day. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but supporting my husband is my job. It's the job of a homemaker. I cook, I do laundry, and clean every day. They say homemakers don't get days off, and that's true. It's not really something to be envious of. What's with that false modesty? You don't actually think I'm truly envious of you, do you? Huh? Of course not. Being a stay-at-home mom is for women who are too stupid to do anything but pander to men. From the perspective of someone building a career like me, you're at the bottom of the ladder. Bottom of the ladder? That's a bit harsh, don't you think? Staying at home all day just doing housework? What a boring, unfulfilling life. In this day and age, women need to stand their own 2 feet and earn their own money. Well, everyone has their own views on work and lifestyle. I think your high-powered career is really impressive too. I heard from James that you got another promotion at work. Oh yes, my income has now broken 6 figures. Combined with my husband Mark's salary, we are a power couple with a household income of over $300,000. Wow, you two earn that much together? That's impressive. That's what you get with a power couple. I love my life and my choices, but I suppose everyone has their own way of living. The bottoms suit those at the bottom, I guess. Could you please stop using the bottom phrase? I love my life too, and I'm proud of it. Please don't look down on me or treat me like I'm at the bottom just because I'm a stay-at-home mom. Ha! You're relying entirely on your husband living such a pathetic life. It's the very definition of being at the bottom. What's wrong with calling it what it is? I don't understand such a miserable way of living, but I guess that's what suits you, Emma. Do enjoy your life in your new house. Sarah, I really don't appreciate your tone. Being a stay-at-home mom is a valid choice, and it's not pathetic or miserable. Oh, you're coming to visit? Sleep at night, after what you said, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Mark and I will visit soon to congratulate you on your new home. Oh, you're coming to visit? After what you said, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Don't be so insensitive, actually. We've been thinking about building a house ourselves, so we'd like to take our look at your custom-designed home for inspiration. Well, I suppose that would be fine. When were you thinking of coming? How about next weekend? We're both free on Saturday. Next Saturday? That's a bit of a short notice. We're still setting it and unpacking. Oh, come on. You said you've already finished packing. Surely you can manage to entertain guests for a few hours. I guess we could make it work. What time were you thinking? Well, come around noon. That way you can show us the house and then we can have lunch together. Alright, that should be fine. We'll see you then. Great! And since we're coming over, why don't you just treat us to lunch? I'd love to taste the cooking from your Pride and Joy kitchen. A stay-at-home mom should be able to entertain guests with delicious food, right? We're looking forward to it. Make sure you put in some effort, considering how much free time you have. I'll see what I can do, but please remember, we've just moved in. The kitchen might not be fully set up yet. Oh, please. I'm sure you can manage. After all, isn't that what you do all day? Anyway, see you this Saturday. Goodbye, Sarah. Hey, James, do you have some time?
Yeah, sorry I missed your call earlier. I'm okay to talk now. It's my lunch break.
Oh, really? Bad timing. I'm sorry.
No worries, Emma. How's the unpacking going?
It's going well, but we still have a lot to do. Actually, Sarah just contacted me. She and Mark want to visit our new house this weekend. They want to take a house tour to get some ideas.
Really? That's unusual. They're both so busy with their corporate jobs, I thought they rarely had a day off together. She's always saying how busy they are.
Apparently they're thinking of building a house too. They want to use our place as a reference.
That's great. I'd love for them to see our dream home.
I'd be happy to have them over too, but Sarah said some very hurtful things. She implied that as a stay-at-home mom, I don't have to worry about mortgage payments or anything.
What? That doesn't sound like Sarah. What exactly did she say?
She called my life pathetic and miserable. She said I'm at the bottom of the ladder because I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I'm sorry Sarah was rude to you, Emma. She's so in love with her high-powered career that she looks down on stay-at-home moms and part-time working moms. I've told her many times to stop that attitude. She just doesn't listen.
I know you've tried. It's just frustrating. She also asked me to prepare lunch for them when they visit. I'm dreading it because I'm sure she'll make some snide comments, but it would be rude to refuse, right? If it helps them with their house plan, I want to cooperate.
I see. All right, I've got an idea. I'll prepare all the food for lunch that day.
Really? Are you sure you want to do that?
Of course, it's my family that's coming to visit, so it's only natural that I'd want to entertain them. You don't need to do anything, Emma. That way Sarah can't say anything about you.
Thank you, James. You've instantly lifted my mood.
No problem. Though I have to admit, I'm a bit nervous about cooking for my sister and her husband for the first time. I'll do my best to make sure they enjoy it.
I'm sure you'll do great. Your cooking has improved so much lately.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. By the way, how are you feeling about the visit overall?
To be honest, I'm a bit anxious. I love our new home, but I'm worried Sarah will find something to criticize.
Try not to let it get to you. Remember, this is our dream home. We built it for us, not for anyone else's approval.
You're right. I'll try to focus on that. It's just hard sometimes when Sarah can be so intense.
I know, but we're in this together. If she says anything out of line, I'll be right there to back you up.
Thanks, James. I'm really glad you'll be there. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. What are you planning to cook?
I was thinking of doing a few of my signature dishes, maybe my herb-crusted salmon, roasted vegetables, and that quinoa salad you love.
That sounds delicious. Sarah and Mark are in for a treat.
I hope so. I want to show them that just because we've chosen a different lifestyle doesn't mean we don't know how to live well.
Absolutely. Our choices are just as valid as theirs.
Exactly. Now I better get back to work. I'll pick up the ingredients on my way home tonight.
Sounds good. I'll make sure the dining room is all set up for Saturday.
Perfect. We've got this, Emma. Together.
Together. Thanks again, James. I love you.
I love you too. See you tonight.
Sarah, I can't believe what just happened. How could you do that? We prepared this meal especially for you two, and you didn't even take a single bite before throwing it away. And then you left without even apologizing. That's just cruel. Huh?
What's wrong with throwing away bad food? It's your fault for preparing such terrible food.
What did you say?
I could tell just by looking at it. You just transferred some cheap takeout onto plates, didn't you? How disrespectful.
Cheap takeout? That's not...
Both Mark and I are busy with our corporate jobs. We made time to come congratulate you and even brought you a gift.
And this is how you're to pay us?
It's insulting.
We were trying our best to entertain you. The lunch we prepared weren't cheap takeout. It was homemade with care.
Are you saying I'm mistaken? Don't insult my intelligence. I know you just kept a woman who eats well every day.
That's not... I prepare good meals every day. Cooking for my family is part of my job as a homemaker.
I can tell the difference between a good meal and cheap takeout just by looking. Why are you so desperate to deny it? Oh, I get it. You're always cut corners with ready-made meals, and now you're desperately trying to deny it because you're afraid my brother will find out because of me?
Please, just listen to me. Don't jump to conclusions. You didn't even taste the food before making these accusations.
I'm deeply disappointed that you're still trying to make an excuse. You really are the bottom of the bottom. I never want to see your face again.
What did you say? How can you be so cruel?
Even if you laze around all day, you're still supposedly a stay-at-home mom. I thought you'd at least be able to entertain guests properly.
I'm never visiting this house again. I wish we hadn't come.
To think we even brought a gift, only to be served cheap takeout. It's unbelievable.
I'm sorry the food wasn't up to your standards.
Huh?
Unlike the gourmet meals you're used to, I used cheap ingredients. I bought everything from the local supermarket, but you know what? The food you threw away was cooked by me. I'm sorry my home-cooked meal with cheap ingredients wasn't good enough for you.
What, James? You cooked? But why would you cook?
What's wrong with me cooking?
But this is the kind of thing should be prepared by the stay-at-home wife, Emma. That's her job, isn't it?
Being a stay-at-home mom doesn't make her a maid who does everything. My family was coming to visit, so of course I wanted to entertain you.
Well, I suppose that's true, but...
I really tried my best to cook. I'm sorry it looked and tasted like cheap takeout to you.
Well...
Oh, yeah, but you didn't even taste it, so you can't know about the taste. To throw it away and decide it was bad without even tasting it? Did my cooking really look that bad? I thought I applied everything I learned at culinary school.
Culinary school?
Oh, I guess I haven't told you yet. Actually, I quit my job last year, and I enrolled in culinary school this year.
What?
This meal was supposed to be the culmination of what I've learned so far. Looks like I still have a long way to go.
Wait a minute. Why are you attending culinary school? You were working for a big corporation. You were a director and elite on the first track. You were living the life I aspired to.
It might have looked like smooth sailing from the outside, but I was struggling.
Huh?
I gradually lost interest in my job. The higher I climbed, the busier I got. My work was taken for granted, never praised, but any small mistake was harshly criticized. I had no time for hobbies or even for my wife. I'd reached my limit. I was sick of working as a corporate slave.
No way, but I looked you up as my elite big brother.
That's when Emma encouraged me. She said I could quit if I wanted to. She said she'd support both me and our lifestyle.
Support you, but a stay-at-home wife can't do anything.
Yes, she can. Thanks to Emma's daily efforts, we had more savings than I'd imagined. We probably have enough to live comfortably until retirement, even if neither of us worked.
That much?
Her daily economizing and smart investments have paid off. She's the best stay-at-home wife, perfect at housework and managing our finances. She even said she'd work if necessary. That's why I felt free to enroll in culinary school. Actually, I've wanted to be a chef since I was a kid.
I had no idea.
My culinary skills might still be lacking, but I tried my best to cook for my sister and her husband. I wanted you to enjoy it since you came to congratulate us. I wanted to share our happiness with you. I never imagined you'd throw it away without even tasting it.
That's,
Don't bother coming to visit us again. In fact, I don't want to see your faces anymore. Please don't contact us in the future.
Wait, brother, I didn't know any of this. I'm sorry for throwing away the food you worked so hard to prepare.
It's too late for apologies. The fact that you ruined my hospitality can't be changed. Don't contact us for a while. Goodbye.
James, please, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing more to say. You've made your feelings about our lifestyle very clear. Goodbye, Sarah.
Emma, are you there? I need to talk to you. It's urgent.
Sarah? I thought James told you not to contact us.
I know, but I really need your help. Please, just hear me out.
What's going on?
It's Mark. He's quit his job.
What? Mark quit his job? What happened?
I'm telling you, it's your fault. Mark suddenly quit his job because he was influenced by you and my brother.
Our influence? Did we do something wrong? The last time you were here, you didn't even eat and left quickly. I barely even spoke to Mark.
After that, Mark told me he wanted to quit his job too. Just like my brother, he said working for a big corporation was tough for him.
Oh, so Mark was struggling at work too, but I'm not surprised. The bigger the corporation, the harder you have to work. The more responsibility you have to take on. It must have been tough for him. But, while jobs at big corporations are busy and tough, they do pay well and have a good benefit. I keep on telling him that, but he insists on quitting. He says he has a path he really wants to pursue. He told me to support his dreams like you supported my brothers. Oh, is that so? Is he planning to become a chef like James? No, it's even worse. He wants to be a voice actor. He's always admired voice actors and wanted to enroll in a training program. That's a nice dream too. I recently got into watching anime while I cook. The food scene in recent anime looks so delicious. It's a wonderful dream. I support him. Don't support him so easily. What's gonna happen to our household if Mark quits his job? He was making $200,000 a year, and that's gonna become zero. It's impossible. But you're a high-powered career woman, aren't you? Won't you be fine? You alone make $100,000, and with your savings, you should be able to live comfortably. We don't have any savings. We've both been so focused on work that we've outsourced our housework and always ate out. Our monthly expenses are ridiculous. Wow, I envy you for being able to outsource your housework. We also go on overseas trips every year, so we really don't have any savings. And how am I supposed to suddenly drop, from a $300 lifestyle to a $100,000 one? It's impossible. Have you talked to Mark about your concerns? Of course I have. When I realized how tough it would be to live on a single income, I told him we can't, but he's even asking me to pay for all his voice acting school fees. I told him he should pay for it himself and got angry, and what did he say to that? Then he had the audacity to say that if he was married to you, you would have prepared the money for him. He said you would support his dreams and help him with all your might. He even said he should have married someone like you. My, I'm surprised he praised me like that, especially since he used to make fun of me along with you. That's not the point. What am I supposed to do now? We were proud elite professionals. That's my pride. Our life is falling apart and it's all your fault. Take responsibility. How exactly do you want us to take responsibility? I don't think we can do anything about our material problems. You could do a lot of things, like cooking our meals or cleaning our house. Excuse me? I'll be busy with work, and Mark will be busy with voice acting school, and from now on, we need to economize, so you should do our housework from now on. That way we can cut down on outsourcing costs. Home-cooked meals would be much cheaper than eating out. This is ridiculous. I don't understand why I should take responsibility, and I have no intentions of helping you. After I beg you like this, you won't help? With that arrogant attitude, I wouldn't call it begging. Even if you were on your knees pleading, I wouldn't help. After all the times you've insulted me, now you're asking for help when you're in trouble? That kind of shameless behavior is what I call the bottom of the bottom. I'm deeply disappointed that a high-powered career woman like you would choose to live like this. But what did you say? Besides, didn't you say you never wanted to see my face again? So solve your material problems yourself. Goodbye. Wait, Emma, please. I know I've said terrible things to you, but I'm really desperate here. Sarah, I understand you're in a difficult situation, but that doesn't excuse your behavior. You've constantly looked down on my choices and insulted my way of life. Now that you're facing challenges, you expect me to drop everything and help you? I know, I've been awful, but can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? We've known each other for so long. Forgiveness needs to be earned, Sarah. It's not something you can just demand because you're in trouble now. But what am I supposed to do? Our whole life is falling apart. Have you considered that maybe this is an opportunity for growth? Maybe it's time for you to learn some of the skills you've been looking down on all this time. What do you mean? Cooking, cleaning, budgeting, all the things you thought were beneath you. Maybe it's time you learned their value. But I don't know how to do any of that. That's why I need your help. And that's exactly why I won't help you. You need to learn these things for yourself. It's not my job to be your maid or your teacher. But Emma, please, I'm begging you. I'm sorry, Sarah, but my answer is still no. I think it's best if we don't communicate for a while. I hope you and Mark can work things out. Goodbye. Emma, wait! Don't go!
Hey, Emma, you won't believe who I ran into at the supermarket today.
Who?
Sarah!
Oh no, how did that go?
It was interesting. She looked completely different.
Different how?
Well, for one, she wasn't wearing her usual designer clothes. She was in sweats and looked pretty tired.
Wow, that doesn't sound like Sarah at all. Did you talk to her?
Briefly, she actually apologized for her behavior at our house.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, she said she's been learning some hard lessons lately. Apparently, she's had to start doing all the housework herself since they can't afford to outsource it anymore.
I see. How's that going for her?
Not great from what I could tell. She said she never realized how much work it was to keep a house running. She even admitted that she has a new appreciation for what you do.
Well, that's something I never thought I'd hear.
Me neither. Oh, and get this, she asked me for cooking tips.
No way.
Yep, she said she's been trying to cook to save money, but it's been a disaster. She actually looked embarrassed when she asked.
I almost feel bad for her. Almost.
I know what you mean. I gave her a few basic tips, but I didn't want to get too involved.
That's probably for the best. How's Mark doing with his voice acting dream?
Apparently, he's still pursuing it. Sarah said he's been taking classes and going to auditions, but hasn't landed anything yet.
I see. Well, I hope it works out for them.
Me too. You know, seeing Sarah like that really made me appreciate what we have even more.
What do you mean?
Just our partnership, the way we support each other, the life we've built together. I'm really grateful for it all.
Aw, James, I feel the same way.
I love you, Emma. Thanks for always being there for me.
I love you too, James. We're a team, always.
Always. Now how about we cook dinner together? I'm thinking of trying out a new recipe I learned in class.
Sounds perfect. I'll set the table.